What's up, everybody? This is episode 107 of Out of Court Podcast. On your boy Trez with me, DJ Ferd.
Yo.
What's up, bro, man? How you doing, man?
It's been a long week. To sum it up, it's been a long week. And I'm just looking forward to knocking out these topics, man. It's just been a long week. That's good and bad mixed in there.
Yeah, we got NFC West, and then next week we got NFC East. And then really we 3 weeks away from week one. So, there's been a lot of crazy shit going on, especially with the Brandon Aiyuk situation.
Yeah.
It's kind of worked this way because that's who we're about to talk about right now with the 49ers. With the 49ers last year, they went 12-5 last year, made it all the way to the Super Bowl. In the postseason, they had wins against Green Bay 24-21, Detroit 34-31, and then in the Super Bowl they lost in overtime 25-22. There was a lot of questions going to last season about Brock Purdy. He got hurt in the NFC Championship game against the Eagles. He had torn, I think he had a UCL, a torn UCL, I think whatever it's called, in the elbow. So he basically went pretty much his first all season, pretty much training, not training, but going to rehabbing the elbow, and he didn't really start throwing until I want to say probably a little later in training camp. Then they were kind of like seeing like, okay, like, is he a real deal? Like, was his rookie year a fluke? For him what he did in his rookie season was unbelievable. I think he went undefeated. Obviously having that one loss against the Eagles. I want to say he went 6-0. I want to say I can't. Let me go back, double check. But when Purdy started, he had
basically
he went 6-0 in the last 6 games of the regular season. And then he had 2 wins in the postseason, went 8-0, and then also had that 1 L. So, and then carry on to last season. Mm-hmm. I want to say they went 5-0. I want to say they went 5-0, so they made him 6. That's 11-0 in regular season, and then the first L came against Cleveland. They went on a 3-game skid after that because they lost Debo against the game against Cleveland, and then also Trent Williams. They were both out for 3 games, and then that Minnesota game, he didn't really look. He didn't. It was just he just seemed off. I want to say he threw a pick in that Minnesota game, and then Cincinnati, they got pretty much got fucked. And I know in the Cleveland game it rained. It wasn't really all their fault because the kicker, oh my God. He missed 3 kicks that game to where like they basically just, he was a rookie, obviously, you got to make it when it counts. And after that they kind of got that shit together. They won 5 games in a row, and then basically in the season they lost one, lost one. But Brock Purdy preferred for it look like the real deal, man. I know it was a conversation going on with Cam Newton. He was like people who was game changing and game managers, and then obviously he was saying like game managers would be people like Dak and Kirk Cousins. I think he put Brock Purdy in that conversation. He put Jared Goff in that conversation, and it was kind of like a big deal. I honestly, truly though, I don't really care if you're a game manager or game changer because automatically you get that Super Bowl ring at the end of the day. Shit, I'll be a game manager all day long. Especially if you win a long period of time, especially like someone like Kyle Shanahan, to where like he's pretty much had a winning season. He maybe had a couple losing seasons, but he definitely had a lot more winning seasons. And somebody like that, to where like you can be in his system and pretty much you can blossom in that. I'll take that at the end of the day. No, then you go CMC going to his first full year. In the 49ers offense, he produced 272 carries, 1,459 yards, 5.4 yards per carry, with 14 touchdowns on the ground. And then also in the backfield, he has also in the receiving side, he had 6 and 7 receptions for 564 yards and 7 touchdowns. So this man is responsible he's responsible for 24 touchdowns, and you want to say almost 2,000 yards between rushing and receiving. Then Brandon Aiyuk had 75 receptions for 1,342 yards and 7 touchdowns. He had Kittle for 65 for 1020 for 6 touchdowns, and then Debo with 60 for 819 yards and 7 touchdowns. So you know what that offense is going to be there. And now what the whole situation with Brandon Aiyuk, to where like he wanted top 5 receiver money or whatever. I think he wanted at least where Justin Jefferson is at. Then he requested a trade. Then it was talks between New England and Cleveland and Steelers. New England gave him pretty much. I think New England gave him 32 a year or 34 a year. He declined that, which I expect because he don't want to go into a situation to where there's no quarterback that contending. Right. Then Cleveland had offered Amari Cooper for I think a 2024. I think it was like a 3rd rounder, and then a 2025, and then the Niners declined that. But then he said he didn't want to go to Cleveland. So then the past couple days the Steelers been picking up to where it was a deal being landed, but Aiyuk said that he denied it. So then there's reports saying that he want to go back to the Niners. So it's a lot of drama going on with that shit. So you kind of don't know where his head at. And if it was me, man, and we were winning, like, why leave? I mean, like, and I think that gave him 28, 29 a year. Like, got thinking about it, man. They trying to win. They're trying to go deep in the playoffs and win Super Bowls. You can't be taking all the fucking money because you're not going to be able to, get players like that, or kind of even keep players. Like, you kind of need to keep everybody. You need to keep himself, Kittle, and Debo, and CMC. Also they re-signed CMC for 2 more years, and I think he got maybe like 19 a year. That's an
underpayment for him, really.
Yeah. But then again, I think with that too as well. I mean, they want to win. At the end of the day, next year, Brock Purdy is up for a contract. They talk about he might get about 60, 65 a year.
Stop it.
So it's like he's gonna when he comes up next year, he's gonna break the bank. So and then they lose Armstead on defense. They lose Gregory Young, Kinlaw, Oliver Farrell, and McLeod. So you lose a couple pieces on defense, but mainly Armstead for real. So now it's like, okay, going to this season is like, all right, now, bro, like, is this like, it's hard to say. It's like, is this like a make it break it year for him? Mm-hmm. Like, can he take them? Can he complete the mission and win a Super Bowl? Because you've been there. You've been in 2 NFC Championships games, back to back seasons. Right. Been to a Super Bowl. Now going to year 3. Like now, like can you exceed expectations? And then are they gonna have a Super Bowl hangover? Like, or will they not look dominant? And then how they handle this BA situation. You know what I'm saying? Like now it seems like he want to come back. So now if he does come back, will they still be elite? Will be elite? Now I think just everything is on Brock Purdy's hands at this point. Hate to say it, but with CMC being on the cover on Madden, hope that curse don't happen. Cause like if it does, it's not gonna look good. But
time for that shit.
Yeah, I know, right? But that being said, man, what's your thoughts on the Niners, man?
Man, this team, they so tough. I don't think really much is going to affect them this offseason besides that whole Brandon Aiyuk thing. Besides that, they're pretty much still like top tier team. I didn't really see too many things as far as their offseason moves that would either bring them up or down, incline or decline their success. They just have to be consistent and maintain those injuries, really. That's all I could say about them. But yeah, the injuries are big, man. Like with Trent, you need him. You can't have this guy getting injured every single season, and then you're expecting to make a playoff run. Debo Samuels every single season, and then trying to bring them back that same season, and then expect them to play, top tier football. In which this past season you were only one play away, really, from getting to where you wanted to go, which it wasn't your offense's fault, really. You could say they could have done better, but it was a tough game defensively overall. But I think they just need to maintain what they have, man. And with these contracts, bruh, you talking about 60 to 65 for fucking Brock. This QB market is shit. Let's just start there. Because a guy like Aiyuk, I understand where he's coming from. Because if you talking about giving a motherfucking Brock Purdy a 60 to 65, I want some of that money. Because he must know something we don't. He must see something that we don't in a negative light or something. Because my boy is he's feeling a little bit jaded in this point right now. So I think he's trying to make his way into that bank. He's trying to make his way in. But if but if he's feeling that way, then CMC damn sure should get some of that. But
because I think with CMC, I think he had one more year left. I want to say so, adding 2 more years. So I think they just want to go ahead and, because I think about for him for his style of play to where he rush and then he receives. Yeah. You kind of want to like go and ensure that he's there for at least for another 3 seasons, especially with everybody's kind of young. You know what I'm saying? Still in a prime. You want to say?
That motherfucker's a tank.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
He's a tough motherfucker, and he's durable as hell. So, really, I understand where Aiyuk is coming from, but it's like, bro, if you see this guy just taking kind of somewhat of a pay cut, and really, he should be one of the highest paid motherfuckers in the league.
To my CMC?
Yes, he should be one of the highest paid motherfuckers, regardless of position. He should be one of the highest paid in the league.
Yeah.
But to see him take that type of cut, and now you kind of I think he's looking at the wide receiver market, seeing how his peers are kind of getting his bag, and then he just feels like he's up to par with them. Do you think he's up there with Jefferson and CD? Say, like Austin Jefferson got 34. Yeah.
CD gonna probably be up there. Amon St. Brown got 30, 31. Chase is gonna probably be up there. I think AJ Brown got top 10 money, and also Devontae Smith.
Right.
So do you think Aiyuk is up there in that conversation? Up there in that conversation with them though.
That's tough. I wouldn't say that he's not far off. He's really he's right there basically. He's right there. I understand him. But that's tough. I think he is. I say he is. At least with Brown.
I think with his production, he's definitely up there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think he may not get 1,500, 1,700 yards, especially, and also I say Tyreek Hill as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I think his production and him pretty much getting him out of trouble. Think about that catch he had against Detroit when it tipped and he caught it on the 1 yard line.
Yeah,
and then I think he had I think in the Super Bowl I think he had the most targets. But no, I'm lying. I don't think he had the most targets, but I think if they looked his way, I think that it would have been a different story.
True.
And then talking about somebody to where he don't need design plays to give him space. He's one of the best route runners in the game, so he can create his own space.
That's a fact.
And he's durable. He's going to be on the field more than Debo.
Yeah.
I think you want to pay somebody more. I think you should pay Aiyuk more because he's going to be your traditional wide receiver instead of somebody like Debo. To where he's gonna receive, he's gonna rush.
Yeah.
Shit, he may even throw you. He might
Swiss
throw
Army
you,
knife.
He might throw you. He might throw you a touchdown or something like that. So, you know what I'm saying? But it's a lot more. He does more of the dirty work. And then while IU is kind of like I say, your traditional wide receiver.
Exactly.
So,
with all that being said, I understand. But if you said, if you want to make it work, I would say try your best to not short yourself. But at the same time, get to where you can be like, okay, I can accept this. because you don't want to fuck up something that's going good. Literally one play away, and you would leave that over the money. I mean,
yeah.
Well, what are you chasing at this point? You want the money, you want the ring?
Yeah, I mean, like, if shit, I mean, a lot of teams will be in a non-situation. You know, being in the NFC Championship games that many times, have a lot of winning records. You know, you got good players on both sides of the ball. I mean, and then you got two top 10 players in the NFL 100. So it's like why go away from that? You know?
Yeah.
So I mean, I would love to be in that situation, bro. I would take less just to play for them and just to, you know, I mean, like just being in that conversation, itself is just like it's no other. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, especially like Detroit, and now like Detroit been ass, and now look at them. Mm-hmm. They're in the conversation of being like one of the teams that's being in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like then you got Green Bay, then you got obviously Dallas gonna be out there, but you know, it depends on what they do, and we talk about them, you know, next week.
Yeah.
You know, then always got the Mahomes, and then you got how the Chiefs gonna be, and then the Bengals and Texans. You know, like then they're talking about how the Texans going to be out in the Super Bowl, in that Super Bowl contention, which is crazy. Then you know, then you got the Ravens, obviously, and then Buffalo, and then Miami. So it's like, damn, like just being in the conversation, it's like it's where you want to be at. Like you're a player, and you produce well on that team, and you're in the conversation to be probably in the Super Bowl, and you want to be, you know, you want to like be a diva and try to get the extra money. Mm-hmm. Man, and I get it though. It's your first contract, I want to say, and you want to get the most money you can. I'm like, yeah, cool. But like, if you win, try to get that after.
Yeah.
You know, but obviously I get it. Now you're not the NFL. Like you're not is what the NFL is what not for long. It stands for. Yeah. So it's like, you know, you want to get your money as soon as you can. But like if they give you an offer and it's good enough and you're making like 10 times more than that, I will take that and then try to like come back and restructure and see you can add more money into it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. It's just I think some of these players kind of take it like upon themselves and they bet on themselves and then you fuck yourself over. You know, especially like what Le'Veon Bell did to himself. He set it the whole year and then he went to the Jets and didn't do shit. You know, like now like Juju, like AB left, and then he sucked, and then he go to the Patriots. Now he's gone. Darren Waller the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like he got all these. You know,
well, Darren had injury problems too, though.
Yeah, but he's still kind of like in the same way though. Still, you know.
Well, yeah, in that case, but he didn't really produce that much.
Yeah, then he definitely dropped the bag on Kelsey Plum. I don't know how the fuck you do that. How you drop that, bro? Gosh, how you lose that? And then dude came out a week or two later, and made a song, and that shit was ass.
That shit was funny as hell. Man, stop hating on that dude, bro. Let him eat, bro.
Gotta hate, bro.
Let him eat,
That's Kelsey
bro.
Plum, bro.
Let him eat, man.
That's Kelsey Plum, bro. But if they bring my Aiyuk, and I think the offense will probably be fine. Yeah. I just hope Kyle Shanahan just don't put a lot more pressure on Brock to where like he got to go out and improve himself a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Like just keep it how it was. I think Brock did pretty well last year, man. I mean,
he did.
You know, he threw for 4,280 yards, 31 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. Like, and then he averaged 267 yards per game. Like, and then he completed almost 70% of his passes. So it's like, I think that's good. I think that's very good fucking numbers, bro. And he only got sacked 28 times. So it's like just keep it how it is. I just think like I think with Kyle is just stick
to what you know.
Stick with what you know, and then like don't do too much and don't do too less. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to make him a hero. You know what I'm saying? Like if you need to run the ball more, run the ball more. You know, like just keep it what you know and not overdo it.
Yeah. True spill.
I kind of, and then also I like them getting Ricky Purcell. Purcell, I'm saying his name right, from Florida. You can add on to what they have already, what Debo, or maybe Aiyuk, Juwan Jennings, and then Chris Conley. I think with that, I think they still at the end of the day, I think they still will have a good enough offense. And on defense, they added, Leonard Floyd, which is, bro, I mean, like that's
overload.
Yes, and then you get Hufanga back from I think he tore his ACL last year. Mm-hmm. So I think your defense would still would produce, no matter what.
Yeah.
They top 5. They were 4th in points per game. They were 2nd in points touchdowns per game, 9th in opponents total yards. They were 5th in opponents rush yards. So it's like they're going to be there. I think they'll still be solid. It might be some. They might have some struggles, but I think at the end of the day, I think they will be fine. And then also with Jake Moody, bro, I hope he's doing good in his offseason with kicking. So like, because that was a big deal for them. That's you leaving 3 points off the board. You got to have that 3.
Fact.
So week 1, you got the Jets on a Monday night. Week 2, they at Minnesota. Week 3 at the Rams. Week 4, they have New England. Week 5, Arizona. Week 6, at Seattle. Week 7, Super Bowl rematch against Kansas City. Week 8, Dallas. They got a bye in Week 9. Week 10, at Tampa. Week 11, Seattle. Week 12, at Green Bay. Week 13, at the Bills. Week 14, Week 14, Bears. Week 15, the Rams. Week 16, at Miami. Week 17, Detroit. And then Week 18, at Arizona. I think they can go back and be 12-5 again. I can see them. I think they go. Honestly, truly, bro. I think they go. If everything goes right, bro, I think they go 6-0, 6-0 off the rip. I think one game they'll probably give. I think one game will probably give them a struggle is Week 3 against at the Rams, because it's always a division game. Mm-hmm. But potentially, I think they can go 6-0. Kansas City could be an L, but then they got back-to-back Kansas City and then Dallas. Back-to-back games. So, and I want to see if those was one of they primetime games.
Dallas is
the primetime game, and then then day before my birthday, Kansas City on Fox. So that game will definitely gonna be on TV. So having that back-to-back, I mean that's gonna be a stretch. I mean it's gonna be tough. I can potentially see them winning both games. But I think one of the games they'll probably lose. So I think I think at worst they'll probably go maybe 6-2 by the bye week, and then I think they'll come back strong. I think they'll beat Tampa, and I think they beat Seattle. I think a game against Green Bay could be an L for them, because at Green Bay at that time it's probably gonna be cold as fuck.
Right.
Then they got at Green Bay, at Buffalo, so back to back road games for them. And are those and then that Bills game is prime time. So I think that's gonna be a tough matchup for them. Then you got Chicago Rams at Miami, Detroit, and Arizona. So that Rams, Miami, and Detroit, another stretch to where like they can go 2-1, they could go 3-0. There's no way they could go 0-3. There's no way. So I think they'll go 12-5, man. I think they could probably lose against Miami. I think they could probably lose against either Dallas or Kansas City. I think they'll probably split with the Rams, and I think they'll probably sweep Arizona, and I think they'll probably split with Seattle. So I think sometimes with Seattle they'll go back and forth with them, but I think just one of those games that they can probably get split. So I think they definitely split Arizona for sure. So I think 12-5 is a good record for them to probably have either the number 1 or the number 2 seed in the NFC.
I'll say 13-4. So my L's would be I would say week 3, week 7, week 3 being at the Rams, week 7 being versus Kansas City. Green Bay is a tough one. That's a tough battle. I'll say that one too. And then I think I feel like it's either going to be 16 or 17. They're going to lose one of those games. Yeah. At Miami or versus Detroit. It's one of those games they're going to lose. not both, but one of them. So that's gonna make them at 13-4. I don't know though. Something is telling me I might need to watch out for that Tampa Bay game, man. I'm not gonna sleep on that Tampa Bay game. They at Tampa Bay also. I don't know. It's something in my spirit, man. It's speaking to me. It's telling me watch out for that game. That week 10 after the bye. It's something, man. I'm kind of hesitant about that one. And the second time they play Seattle, I'm gonna watch that one too. That'll be on November 17th. 4:05 on Fox. That'll be tough. I don't know. They might go 12-5, man, between one of those games.
I think
10 and 11.
Yeah, I think 12-5 is up there. They and like I said, they could go 11-6.
They could.
They could. You know, some games like the Jets could be a sleeper.
True.
You know, also Arizona can sleep on them. Shit,
For real.
I mean, I mean, even though they haven't beaten in a while, I mean, I'll just put Dallas up there.
Yeah.
You know, so
I was thinking,
and maybe Buffalo. So you never know, man. Like it can catch you. It could be, I don't know. It could be something that can hold them back for sure.
Yeah. For right now, I'm gonna stick with 13-4 though. I'm gonna stick with that one.
Yeah, I think for me, I think they go back 12. I think 12-5 or 11-6. I think they probably would have like a little slump for real.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then I think once they go in a little slump, I think that's what they'll put them together. So kind of somewhat how like Buffalo were like last year, you know,
right?
But not that bad. Not that bad.
Gotcha.
Any final thoughts before we move on to the next team?
Yeah, man.
The
with
Rams.
the 49ers, I expect to see them back in the NFC Championship. So that's about it. And Aiyuk, I think he's gonna stay. Man. If he
fucking better.
Yeah, if he ends up leaving, they keep talking about Steelers. So we're gonna see.
Yeah. It's on. I think it's on BA on this point. It's on.
Yeah,
he had a.
I think if he's smart, he would stay.
Yeah.
Because you got kind of an easier path in the NFC than going to the AFC, and that's like, for example, going to the West Coast in the NBA versus being in the East Coast. So just stay where you at, man. Get you a nice little
just stick where you at
to the NFC Championship game, potentially the Super Bowl. So don't fuck it up. That's basically what I'm telling you.
All right, so let's go and go to the Los Angeles Rams. They made it to the playoffs last year. They went 10-7. They started their first half of the season. They went 3-6, and then they went 7 and they went 7-1 in the last 8. They had wins against Seattle, Arizona, Cleveland, Washington, New Orleans, Giants and Niners. Obviously, some of those games some of the teams doesn't seem too big, but hey, man, you get in the playoffs, that's all that matters. Then they played in the first round against Detroit. Stafford back in Detroit. That was a good atmosphere for him. A good game. 24-23, a very nail biter. Then we had one of the crazy surprises, man. Puka Nacua. He took the league by storm. He broke the rookie season record. Actually, it's been 3 years in a row that a rookie had broke the receiving record. It was Jefferson. I think it was Jefferson, Chase. No, actually, it won 3 years in a row. Because, it won't make sense. Yeah. So, it had 3 rookies in the last, I think, since Jefferson's been released, so I guess in the past 5 years that they broke the record of the receiving yards. He had 105 catches for 1,486 yards and 6 touchdowns, which is good. Yeah. Then they had another rookie in the backfield, Kyron Williams. He had 228 carries for 1,144 yards and 12 touchdowns. And then pretty much this team was led by rookies, man. Then on the defensive side, They had Byron Young with 61 total tackles with 8 sacks, and then Turner with 57 total tackles with 9 sacks led the team. Then they lose, which just kind of came out of nowhere. But I think everybody expected that Aaron Donald retires. I think he's kind of been going back and forth with the ever since he won the Super Bowl. So it was just kind of bonded, meant for him to happen. And then you got Stafford, man. Stafford, that's my guy right there. He had 3,965 yards, 62.6 passing percentage, completion, and 24 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. And then with Cooper Kupp, man, who has been injured ever since that Super Bowl run, he only played 12 games this year. He had 59 catches for 737 yards and 5 touchdowns. So my objectives going to the season, how would the defense be without Aaron Donald? They had to rely on guys like I said, Kobe Turner, Byron Young, and Ernest Jones. 2 of those which were rookies.
Rookie.
Yeah. Right now, as of right now, Stafford is year to year. So we'll see how he'll look. I think Stafford still got a lot in the tank. Like I said in a couple episodes ago, like I think Stafford is the toughest quarterback in the league, as in physically. Like this guy will play. This the guy would literally play through anything, broken rails, cracked back, whatever. Man, this guy does not get off the field, man. It's going to take a lot for him to get off the field. And then you got in your receiving core, you got Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua and Tutu Atwell. So I think with those 3, I think that's going to be a very good trio to have. Then you always got Tyler Higbee. Well, also we now got with Kyron Williams, and then we picked up my guy Blake Corum, man. So they got some running attack. They got a little running attack they can fuck with. And then they added Tre'Davious White too, man. I think that's a very good pickup for him. Tough. And then I want to say they drafted Jared. Was it them?
Jared Verse.
Then they drafted Jared Verse in the first round. So I think this Rams team is something to really look for, man. I think 10-7, which they went last year, man. I can definitely see them probably winning maybe another game or 2, or maybe they can stay the same. I think they'll definitely. I definitely can see them going back to the playoffs, for sure, man. With this team.
Yeah, for sure. Oh man, all they've done this offseason is kind of just reload. Honestly, you lose Aaron Donald, but
Big
at
loss.
the same time, you get Jared Verse. And then your other guys step up. In which I read an article, they said the D-line was actually doing pretty good. They still get into the backfield. They were doing a joint practice with
that last week will be Dallas. So this week,
Dallas.
I don't know what it is this week.
Yep, they were talking about against Dallas. They were getting to the backfield in some would-be sacks because they don't let them actually sack the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
But it's pretty tough though. They said Aaron was out there talking to the line, basically, giving them little pointers here and there. He was even talking to the rook, trying to put him on game. And then you had the defensive coordinator. He basically told him that, if you want to come back and be a coach, then you're more than welcome.
Right, yeah.
So I think if he want to come back and do that, I think that would be something good for them. Nothing, you have no type of loss with that. He should definitely do that. Just spread some of that wisdom and, mental, physical dominance with those guys, man. And as far as offensively with them, man, I don't know how you're going to do this, but Cooper Kupp has to find a way to stay healthy.
Gotcha.
It's oh my god, it's every year.
Well, I didn't say every year, but
Bruh.
it's 2 years. Well, it's been 3 years? 2021, so it's been 3 years since they won Super Bowl, so yeah.
3 years. It's close enough. Shit. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, it's only been 2 seasons.
Bro.
Damn, that's crazy. That man had 145 receptions, bro, in 2021.
That is tough. But guess who gonna be next if his ass don't step the fuck up?
Puka. Yeah.
So he better get his shit together before he fuck around and find himself out the league, bro. Like for real, man. I don't know how he's gonna do it. He need to go see a nutritionalist, a different trainer, or I don't know. I couldn't even tell you how to do that, man. It's pretty tough because you in a pretty tough division as far as like guys you got to go up against on defense. So I mean, you got to find out some way, man. The Rams have to find out a way to keep him out of harm's way.
Cooper Kupp 31. Oh, he ain't got much longer, bro.
Exactly. So he's on the back end of his career at this point.
Yeah.
You know, but I gotta give him his credit. In 12 games, he did get 59 catches for 737 yards and 5 tubs. That ain't too much as far as, you know, when you think about his name, you used to him doing more.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as just doing 12, you got some guys that ain't did that shit in 17. So that speaks on how good he really is. Imagine if he would have had 5 more games, or at least 4, he would have definitely cracked over 1,200. I believe he would have cracked over 1,200. But yeah, man. As far as everybody else, I think they're going to be pretty stacked. They're going to be pretty tough to deal with. And Blake Corum, that's you talking about who the fuck you got to worry about. And you still got your starting running back, Kyron Williams. So I mean, you got a balanced attack now.
And you add Boston Scott, which is it could be something, but it's something still.
Yeah, it's still value, but that's a balanced ass attack now. So now you got to worry about not only the passing like last season with Puka.
Now you got to respect the run game.
You got to respect the run game now. Oh my goodness, they done fucked up and gave this man a run game.
I can see it right now with Sean McVay putting Blake Corum and Kyron Williams in the backfield at the same time.
That'll be tough.
You got to put nine in the box.
You fuck around and do that, he call an audible on your ass. It's over with then.
Matthew Stafford's the guy they want. Yeah, that's you got a perfect quarterback before that too, man.
I'm telling you, it'll be over with, man. But this team, I think they're going to be pretty set this season.
Yeah, man. I can definitely see them, man, being back in the playoffs, bro. I can see them having if we get a fully healthy Cooper Kupp, I can see them having 2 receivers in 1,000 yards.
Yes,
I can see
easily.
I think Kyron Williams will probably be up there around 1,000 yards
again.
And then I think if you use Blake Corum, I think he'll probably be up there with 500, 600 yards. For a rookie, yeah, I think that's for a rookie, yeah. I think they're gonna balance it. You know what I'm saying? I think if you got someone like Blake and then Kyron, you got to be able to balance that, bro. Gots to.
Well, Kyron in 12 games broke 1,000. That shit is crazy. He had 12 games. He had 228 carries. 1,144.
So if you give him 17, he might give you more. But then you got someone like Blake Corum to where they can take some of that load off of you. 500 yards is not. It's not a lot. I mean, for real, it's not a lot. But Kyron can still be able to do his thing. You know what I'm saying? So and then I think if you give Blake the ball and like say like in the goal line situations, like he's gonna give you that 1 extra yard, you know, with a touchdown. So I think in touchdowns, I think he'll probably have 5 this year. And what Kyron had 12. Yeah. So I think some of that probably come down. He might have maybe 8 or 10. You know, 8 to 10. So you got to spread. You know, you kind of got to share a little bit, man.
Yeah, I think if he does, because he got that in 12, you damn sure got some more.
Yeah, think about it.
More room to share.
He had 12 touchdowns on the ground. The next person had 2, and the next person had 2 and 2, and then he had Carson Wentz with 1, and it says Cam Akers with 1. So like, you get someone like Blake Corum to where like you can give someone in goal line situations. Come on, bro. Like
I think it could work. Well, it's going to work. But I think he could be dominant, man. Seriously. This is going to be tough. This is going to be a tough team. I think they might be the sleeper team in the playoffs, man. They just might, because they're a powerful offense. Yeah, because
Blake got Kyron by 8 pounds. So, you know, Blake got that power and see, Blake got that power, but he got a little bit, but he might not have that speed on it anymore because you know he messed his legs up in Michigan. So it's like, then you got Kyron to where like he can probably give you that lightning to where Blake can give you that thunder to just go in the holes and it gives you what you want. Right. And you also got another running back in Zach Evans. He's a power back at 211. So like you got some guys that can probably give you the ball. I mean, get the ball and go in between the tackles.
True. Now my only thing with them improving, as far as them trying to improve from last season, they lost against some heavy hitters. As far as their regular season game, they lost against the 49ers, lost against the Bengals, lost against Philly, lost against Pittsburgh, lost against Dallas, Green Bay, lost against Baltimore, and then came back. Well, week 18, that didn't really matter. But beat San Fran.
Well, yeah, because they sat out. I think they sat out because they already clinched the week before.
Right. But that's tough. They basically lost against playoff teams. Mm-hmm. So hopefully this season they're gonna do a 360 on that. We're gonna have to improve on that, and which I think they will, because you starting out with Detroit, so you got some proving ground.
Yeah, they played 6 playoff games. They played 6 playoff teams this year.
Yeah, man.
So they at Detroit, at Arizona, week 3 Niners, week 4 at Chicago, week 5 Green Bay, bye in week 6, week 7 it's
the Raiders.
Raiders, my fault. Raiders, Vikings, at week 9 at Seattle, week 10 Miami, week 11 at New England, week 12 Philly, week 13 at New Orleans, week 14 Buffalo, week 15 at Niners, week 16 at Jets, week 17 Arizona, then week 18 Seattle. So for real off the rip, I see them going 2-0. I think they beat Detroit, and I think they beat Arizona. Honestly, they could probably go 3-0 too, bro. They might beat the Niners. I can see them losing against Chicago. I can see them losing at Chicago, and then probably lose against a home. So I think they could probably lose against Green Bay. Got a bye week. They beat the Vikings. They beat the Raiders, Vikings. I think they take an L in Seattle. I think they take another L against Miami. And then they beat New England, take an L against Philly. And then they take a win against New Orleans Bills. They beat the Niners, losses against Jets, and then they finish strong against Arizona and Seattle. So how many games was that? 1, 2. I give them 3-0. Boom, boom. Loss.
Wow. This is a tough schedule for them. It's tough.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I got them going 9-8. I got them going 9-8 for sure.
It's tough to call, to be honest with you, because I don't know how that D line is going to look.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. It could be, and that's why I say like them going 10-7 is good, but they 9-8 is it's like it shows like okay, y'all struggle at what part, and then it could be at the D line for sure, or it could be the offensive line. But D line, losing Arizona is a huge loss.
One thing they damn sure muscled up when it came to the coverage, man. That is tough. They went and got Cam Curl, Tre'Davious White, Darius Williams. Like, them boys ain't playing.
No, hell no.
They ain't playing at fucking all. I like that shit. So, I mean, as far as weeks 1 through 5, they can definitely go 2-3. I think they may go 2-3. Week 1 loss. Week 3 loss. Week 5 loss. Then coming back after the bye week, going from week 7 to week 18. I think they can beat the Las Vegas Raiders, beat Minnesota. That's probably gonna be a BTA treatment. Y'all probably gonna know what that is. Belt the ass. You're gonna go against Seattle in Seattle, one of those games they will lose. I feel like whichever one, whether they're home or away. So I'm just count a loss for that. Then you got Miami. That's a home game. They probably are gonna beat Miami. I'm not going to even hold you. They probably gonna beat Miami. Then they're gonna beat y'all. They're Philly. I don't know. With Philly in the regular season, they are kind of tough. So I'm gonna give that one to Philly. Then you got New Orleans, Buffalo. I think they win both of those. Lose against San Fran. Jets, I don't know. I'm just going to count that one as a loss for them. Then beat Arizona. And then we'll just say that last one is a dub. That is tough. I mean, I'm not going to say it's a super duper, super hard schedule, but they got they going to have to fight throughout this whole season, man. This is where you got to have Cooper Kupp healthy, man. Like, when it comes after that bye week, especially once you hit week, I'll say 10 after week 9, you're going to need him. From week 9 to week 16, if you want to get a little breather these last 2 games, cool. Hopefully, I won't need him at those last 2 games because ain't no telling how that shit going to go as far as his durability, man. I just think he's the missing piece when it comes to them going higher in seeding. Mm-hmm. So he just has to find a way to stay healthy. It's tough.
Yeah, man. Long as man, I think long as the offense is can put the points up and the defense just can get them a couple stops, I think that'd be all right. I think that'd be all right. I know the NFC is getting better, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, like you got the Niners, Detroit, Green Bay, obviously Philly, and then Dallas. Then the NFC South is gonna be up and down with New Orleans and the New Orleans and Tampa and the Falcons. And then honestly with this division too, bro, I'm gonna say this division can also be a sleeper too as well. Like all these teams could be like the NFC, kind of be like how the NFC how the AFC South is, to where like you can have them like they all could be potentially be good or decent. Like it won't be no slouch. And like I can see this division probably have maybe 7 wins 7 games or more. You know what I'm saying? Like the quarterback play could be. Now I know it's wild for me to say that, but it's just like how this division been the past few years, so it's been up and down, bro. Like it can be like that. Like like this division could be like how was it last year how the NFC South was, to where like tough. It could be a couple games to where like each division can make the playoffs. I think the Niners is ahead of themselves, but then you got the Rams, Seattle, and the Cardinals to where they probably fight out for a playoff spot potentially.
Could. Could.
So speaking of the Seahawks, no Pete Carrol, man. No Pete Carrol. Damn, who is the head coach for them? Anyways,
I got you.
It was almost Dan Quinn, but I'm not going to y'all.
Mike Macdonald. That's the head coach, Mike Macdonald. In which, that's tough. They ain't changed shit. That's one thing about this damn team. All they did was change the head coach. They look, for the most part, the same as last season. Maybe besides some pieces on defense, but as far as offensively, they added Lake and Tomlinson, offensive lineman. So
yeah. Then they got then they traded for Sam Howell.
Yeah.
Then
in which you probably won't see him unless Geno Smith get hurt or sit out.
The thing is though, because I think when they gave Geno that money after that they went to the playoffs 2 seasons ago, I think it was just a generous contract. But for real, like Sam in Seattle,
I think it's going to look decent.
It's not, but the thing is, the people make it seem like it was Sam's fault in Washington. Though it wasn't his fault. It was your offensive line wasn't good. It didn't give enough time. Like that man led the league in what passing yards. You know, for half the season, and then I think he led the league in attempts or something like that.
He damn sure did.
You know, so it's like it wasn't his.
It was an overload.
Yeah, yes, it wasn't his fault. So now if he actually say he don't play this year, right? Say he actually sits behind Geno and learns something, right, and he goes in and be the quarterback for next year. It could be good, you know. Especially you got Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet and then Matt DK and then Tyler Lockett and Jackson Smith.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, dog. I mean,
Jake Bobo.
I mean, bro. I mean,
Chenault Jr.
I mean, it to me it looks like Seattle is looking for the future. And they got rid of Pete Carrol, which I think Pete Carroll is still in the office, but I think he's up there in the he's up there in the office. I mean, he's still on the team, but he's up there in the office, bringing a new head coach. You know, we will see how he does. And then now it kind of just depends on like where's their identity. You know, like you can run the ball. You got two good running backs there. You have with Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet, and then you got you got three good receivers and Metcalf, Lockett, and Jackson, and then your defense. You got Leonard Williams. You know, you got Nansu. Also, you got rid of bum ass Jamal Adams. He's just trash, bro. Just fucking trash, man. I'm sorry, but that dude is trash.
Why you hate him, man?
But Jamal Adams, bro, he man, all that fussing and all that fits he had against the Jets to where he wanted to be paid. Go to fucking he goes to the Seattle and ain't done shit. Bro, I forgot the man was still in the league.
He's coverage, man. That's all. Trash.
And you go on the Titans and they gonna be something. Man, I don't want to hear any word from his ass. Then you got Julian Love, which was second in team in fucking tackles, which is crazy from safety.
Yes,
you know. Then you got Weatherspoon. Yeah, bro. Like that's crazy for us, bro. A safety to be second in team in tackles.
Either one thing, he's blitzing, or they just get burnt the fuck up, and he got to catch a motherfucker every game.
Shit, looking at this, they were 30th in opponents' total yards, bro.
Yeah, so he catching motherfuckers.
And then they was 21st in total yard and rush total yards per game. So yeah, he was definitely catching motherfuckers, bro. They were third first in opponents' rush yards per game at 138.4
per game. Mm-hmm. Who the fuck was fucking them up like that? I gotta go do some. No. Who was putting belt to ass on them like that, yo? Damn. 130 something and some change. Is this?
Bro, I can see Detroit probably did it. They got an ass whoop for sure, bro. In the run game, I seen Philly up there. Niners probably did it to him a couple times.
Whoever they lost to, I bet was doing it. Really, in reality, like. Let me check the Dallas game, man. Did Dallas do it to him?
Nah, I don't think it was that. Nah, that's the game they beat Dallas, didn't they?
Well, Dallas had 136 rushing yards.
136.
Overall.
So yeah, so
that contributed.
To
the BTA treatment. Damn.
Matter of fact, no, they almost lost that game. That's right, because it got close. That's right. I remember that now. That was a Thursday nighter, right? Yep, Thursday nighter. I remember that going to work.
Wow, they really got that treatment. And then they lost to Pittsburgh, second to last game. Mm-hmm. So Pittsburgh had 202 rushing yards that game. Najee Harris had 27 carries for 122 yards. 2 tubs.
That's a lot for him.
Yes. And Jaylen Warren.
I'm glad you think the same thing, bro.
Jaylen Warren had 13 carries for 75 yards in the tub. So they had their way. They got burnt the fuck up, bro. I'm not going to lie. George Pickens had 7 receptions for 131 yards. And then Deontay Johnson had 4 receptions for 76 yards. They let them boys how they weigh that damn game. God dog. Where is the defense? Non-existent. But Devin Bush out there hustling. Julian Love and Bobby Wagner out there hustling. Just tackling shit. What's crazy, right? You got Devin Bush with 18 tackles. Julian Love, I think he was a safety, am I right?
Safety, yeah.
Okay. 14 tackles. Bobby Wagner, 14 tackles. And then you go next person, Leonard Williams, 6. That's a big ass drop. And he's your D lineman.
No, I think 6 tackles on a line, that's a good game.
No, listen. I'm saying to go from 18, 14, 14, 6. The drop is tough. Bro.
I mean, 6 on the line is not bad though, bro.
It's him and then Derek Hall.
But
right?
then again, like you said what, 14 from Julian?
Yeah.
Bro,
he's running across the motherfucking field.
Yeah. Or they not doing their job in the backfield to where they coming upfield.
And then he had 10 solo tackles.
Who?
Julian Love.
See, yeah. So, yeah.
He catching the shit out the motherfucker. So he had the most solo tackles in the game, bro. Which is tough. That's super tough. But shoot. Hey.
Shit, he was second on the team with the most solo tackles on the team.
Yeah.
That Bobby Wagner going down, so shit, he had 80, and the Bobby had 96 and he had 85. Next person had 62. No, I'm sorry. Next person had 63, then 62, then 56.
Yeah, so basically you had
then he gave you 4 picks.
3. Yeah.
Then he gave you 4 picks. But no sacks though. No sacks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he only had 1 tackle for loss though.
Yeah, you just had a little group of 3 really putting in work like that. So it's tough, man. Damn.
Can you see Seattle kind of like sneaking in to probably try to make it to the playoffs though? Or do you think the NFC is probably kind of just like too stacked for them?
This season, I don't know. If Geno gets his line, well, not him to get his line, but if their line kind of gets it together this season, because they kind of had like a little decline in terms of like, production, which is why he had that mediocre season. If they could, stack up as far as their skills and actually make a difference positively for him, which I know I just said the same thing twice, but he would do a lot better. I ain't gonna say a lot better, but that year they went to the playoffs, he was a Pro Bowler, and they had some real good blocking that year. So as soon as he feels that decline, which was this season, it just fucked him up in the head, really. Mm-hmm. So hopefully this season they can do better. But as far as them being a playoff team, that's going to be dependent on the line. I think it's going to be dependent on the line.
I think that, and also the quarterback too, man. I think the quarterback has a lot to do with it, depending on like how the quarterback play is. Like you got Geno, obviously got a vet in there. He's going to probably do what he got to do. But he also got someone that's Sam Howell, so he's young. So it's like, like he can. I mean, Sam Howell can throw that thing too now. So it's like with those type of receivers, I think it's a different story. With Geno, he don't get sacked 31 times, but it's shit less than what fucking Sam Howell fucking sacked. What 60?
Yeah.
Was it 60? Did he get sacked?
Oh, Sam, that motherfucker, he got put on his tail a lot.
No, it wasn't 60. It might have been like 50 something. Let me double check real quick.
But as far as Geno in 2022, right? This is going back another previous year. He had gotten sacked 46 times, though, which is tough.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Sam Howell got sacked 65 times. Yeah.
Most. The damn
Jesus
most.
Christ.
But Geno in 2022, he had 399 completions out of 572 passing attempts, 4,282 yards, 30 tubs, passing tubs, and 11 picks. That's pretty Brock Purdy-ish numbers. That's kind of what it sounded like. Yeah, he got paid based off of that. Then he also had 68 carries, 366 yards, and a rushing touchdown. He had 3 fumbles, but lost 2 of them. You know, he also had 24 rushing first downs. So he made the chains move, man. So leading to that next season, he definitely took a decline. He also played a couple less games, but nonetheless, a decline is a damn decline. Bruh shorted himself about from 42 close to 600 yards. So he was at 3,624, but also 15 games. 15 games. He might have cracked 4,000 if he would have played all 17, but
we missed what, 1 game?
He missed 2.
2? Yeah. Yeah, he definitely probably did. Yeah, he definitely would have cracked. Yeah. He had what 39?
36.
36.
Yep.
So he probably averaged like about 230 a game probably.
241.
241. So yeah, he definitely got it. Yeah.
But then he only had 20 passing touchdowns and 9 picks.
So he probably went 25 and 12, 25-11.
Potentially.
So,
one thing I can say about him though, he don't throw that many picks. That's one thing I like about him. He don't throw that many.
Not now.
Yeah, he used to be.
Yeah.
Boy.
Now.
Guy dog. He's improved a lot.
Yeah, hell yeah. Since sit behind, he was with the Giants and the Chargers and
my dog really in his rookie season with the damn Jets. Listen to this, my guy.
Yeah, you're all right.
247 pass completions out of 443 attempts, 3,046 yards, 12 touchdowns, and 21 picks.
Sounds about right.
God damn.
That was the Rex Ryan era. That was the Rex Ryan era, bro. I want to say that was the Rex Ryan.
He got sacked 43 times.
I don't think Geno started. I don't think he started next year though. Oh, he did, but I don't think he started much the next year.
The motherfucker had a 41 QBR.
It was 2013, right?
2013.
Yeah, I think it was Rex Ryan last year. Then he went to Buffalo.
And a 66.5 QB rating. Booty crack.
Yeah, I think the QB range from 0 to 100. I want to say.
Man, my dude, after that second season in 2014, he basically went on a learning hiatus.
Yeah, it was the Giants. I know it was
Chargers,
and
then Seattle in 2020.
Yeah, I say he's been in Seattle for the longest.
But then he didn't really start to shine until that 21.
Yeah, I was about to say because that's when Russell. I think that's when Russell had. That's the year I think Russell had that broken hand or something.
Yeah,
I think he was out for about a month.
4 games.
Yep.
That's when Geno came in. They was like, okay, we like what we see. And at 4 games, he had 702 yards, 5 passing touchdowns, 1 pick. So they kind of just boosted him up from there, leading into that next season, which he turned it up, leading to that, Pro Bowl season. So yeah, he's been the starter since then. Oh yeah,
they went 1-2 when he started though, and against Pittsburgh, 209, New Orleans. So Pittsburgh they lost in overtime, 23-20. New Orleans they lost 13-10. He had 167 yards, and then they beat Jacksonville 31-7, and they went to bye week at 3-5, and then they ended the season at 7-10. Because they were talking about Russell Russell was putting up good numbers. He had 254 yards week 1 against the Colts, 343 yards against Tennessee. They lost that game by 3, and then 298 yards against Minnesota. They lost by 13. So yeah, he came back. Damn, they was some ass.
Well, this season, comparing them to last season.
Damn, that was Russell last year too, yep.
They went 9-8 last season.
Yeah, they went 9-8, yep. Shout out to Geno, man. Shout out to Geno.
Improvement.
Yeah. Week 1, Denver. Week 2 at New England. Week 3, Miami. Week 4 at Detroit. Week 5, the Giants. Week 6, Niners. Week 7 at Atlanta. Week 8, Buffalo. Week 9, the Rams. Week 10 is a bye. Week 11 at the Niners. Week 12, Arizona. Week 13 at the Jets. Week 14 at Arizona. Week 15 Green Bay. Week 16 Minnesota. Week 17 at Chicago, and then Week 18 at Rams. So I can see them going 8-9. I got them. I got games. Got games winning against Denver, New England, Giants, Atlanta. I think they'll split with the Rams. I think they'll split with Arizona. Then Jets, Vikings, and then they could potentially can beat Chicago. So I think I got them win between 8 to 9 games this year. But it just depends on who the quarterback is. But if it's Geno the whole season, then I think they get 8 for sure.
Yeah, I mean, if he's not quarterback the whole season, the best stretch for Sam, in which there's not really much. I don't think he's terrible. Let's start off there.
Who, Sam?
Yeah, he's not. Like they try to portray it. But if he were to play, I think his best stretch to kind of jump in would be between weeks 12 through really finishing out the season. But you don't really want him to finish out the season. But I'd say 12 through 16. 13 is going to be tough. 15 is going to be tough. But that's like kind of your softer part of the season. Unless you would say week 7 through 9, potentially. That 7 through 9 is Atlanta, Buffalo, and Los Angeles Rams. But you're really not going to have that many games in a row where it's like, all right, this is a cupcake. Because you got a pretty stacked schedule as far as what you got on your roster right now on paper. So every game's going to have to be earned for sure. There is no easy dubs on your schedule. Y'all gonna have to go out there and get.
Yeah, they only play 6 playoff teams. Mm-hmm. So like then you got Chicago that wasn't one, Minnesota wasn't one, Arizona wasn't one, Jets wasn't one. Did I say Cardinals? I did say Cardinals. You got Atlanta that wasn't one, Giants, New England, and Denver. So that's 7. So they can. So if they go 5-2. If they go 5-2 with that, and then maybe beat 3 and then beat 3 teams of the 6 playoff teams, bro. I mean,
you have to pull one off against the Rams.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think they're split. I think they're split with the Rams, and they probably split with the Niners. Yeah. So that gives them 2 extra dubs right there. So I think
about 9.
Yeah, I think potentially 8 to 9 games for them. I think they can definitely do it though.
Yeah.
So like when we do our actual. Preseason, like the full standards and everything, right. Like I'll definitely go back and kind of and check on that though for sure.
For sure.
Yeah. Any last talks you want to have with the Cardinals? I mean, not Cardinals, with the Seattle.
Yeah, man. If this season it doesn't work offensively, I don't know what you should do first, right? Switch up your quarterback or switch up your receiving core, depending on how this goes.
I think they'll for sure will go next season into a QB competition. I think Geno's up there in age too. I think he's like 34 now.
33, 34.
So Sam is like our age, like he's like 24, 25. So I think they'll definitely will go into a QB situation, which I don't think Geno has much long on his contract anyways too. So I think they'll definitely go on that route. Depending on they also with the draft too as well next year too. So we'll see how that goes.
Geno's 33. He's got a birthday coming up October 10th.
Oh damn! Okay, he's that with me. So yeah, and then depending on how that goes, if they have a top 10 pick, they may get a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? It depends. It's not, you got Carson Beck, you got Shador, you got Quinn Ewers, Dylan Gabriel. So we'll see. I think Dylan Gabriel going to Seattle will probably be crazy though. So we'll see. We'll definitely see how that goes though for him.
Shit, Shador going there would be crazy.
Yeah, but I like to see Shador going to Dallas just for the fun of it. Just for the fun of it. Nah, I think
this legacy.
I think if anybody, I think Shador. I think the Raiders. I think between the Raiders and Giants will be 1 and 2 as one of the worst teams in the league.
Don't send that man to no fucking Giants.
If anybody should go to the Giants, it should be Carson Beck.
Yeah, anybody else but Shador, man. That guy.
But if Shador goes there with Malik Neighbors and Jalen Hyatt,
he could turn it up now.
Things can turn up. But they gotta upgrade that offensive line. But we will talk about them next week. Let's go ahead and talk about these Arizona Cardinals, man. You know, they clutched up some wins, man. Without Kyler Murray. They had a big dub against Dallas in week. Wrong team. Give me a second. That was it week 2? No, it was week 3 or something like that.
Somewhere, bro. They pulled out a couple good dubs though.
Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna put it up.
Yeah, for sure. They went and
because I know they beat Philly towards the end of the season.
Yep, 35-31.
And then I know they beat Dallas, week 3, week 4?
Week 3, 28-16.
Yeah, because they ran the dog shit on all of them. I remember that.
Yep.
Then I think
they beat Pittsburgh 24-10.
Yeah. Damn.
4 wins.
Yeah, 2-8 wins. Yeah. That's crazy, man.
NFC East, man.
Yeah. No, Collar came back week 10 against Atlanta. They won 25-23. He had 249 yards. So then they kind of went in a little sluggish. They kind of went some ass after that. Because they went 3-5 when Murray played. So in the draft you go get Marvin Harrison Jr. Then later on you go get the running back with Trey Benson. You add Murphy Bunting on defense. You add Zay Jones. And then you lose Marquise Brown and Rondale Moore. So now this year with Collar, I think this is year 5 for Collar now. Maybe year 6 for Collar. I think it's year 6.
I think it's 6.
Yeah, I think it's year 6. All right, Collar, it's time to get serious now, bro. You gotta take football serious. You got a new head coach that came in last year. You miss a good chunk of the season. I think you missed 9 games last year. You only played 8, so my math probably off right now.
No, you're good.
You had James Conner who will lay y'all in rushing, and then you add another back to it, and then your leading receiver that's returning was your tight end, and McBride had 81 receptions for 825 yards and 3 touchdowns. And then everything pretty much the team was as you were 24th in points per game, you were 19th in total yards. Only good thing they had, they were 6th in red zone scoring percentage. They were 31st in opponents per game. They were 25th on points total yards and 28th in yards per play. And they was 31st in touchdowns per game. So yeah, y'all was not that good. And then you end up having you had 12 picks in the draft. You mostly went defense. You got a defensive player in the first round. Then you get another one. Get a cornerback in the second round. You get a corner in the third. You get a safety in the fourth. An edge in the fifth, and then you get a corner in the seventh. So you mostly went with defense, which is I like that strategy. You kind of want to build defense up, especially in the NFC. Yeah, you gotta start them teams from scoring. I like that. Yeah. So now, Kyler, bro, you gotta take football a little bit more serious now. You don't have no D Hop. You don't really have a good receiver besides Marvin Harrison Jr. So we kind of see how that goes. Yeah, man. I think with Kyler, man, I think Kyler gotta be an elite quarterback, man. Show us like what he can do.
For sure. But like, as far as them, I think, with them going defense, in which their defense, they got the score ran up on them plenty of times. But the games that they won, those motherfuckers looked elite. So I mean, they show flashes here and every once and now and again, but I think if they could be consistent, and now you got Kyler back, so he should be your prime decision maker and just show why he was drafted there for real. Because it's been 2-3 years he hasn't played the full season, so
yeah,
he's got to get it back in tune. So his boy Tune won't be behind his center because that motherfucker's trash. So, or Dobbs, so to speak. You know, Dobbs ain't no slouch, but I mean, he helped him out.
Yeah, he did.
He helped him out. Now you got Desmond Ritter back there, so you kind of got to pick your damn poison. Ritter or Tune. So, trash or can. So, you better get this shit together, bro. We ain't got no time to play. If I'm a part of the Cardinals organization, you want to go with trash or you want to go with a bucket. So, they need you for damn sure. Your dual threat, you know. So, that's kind of what they're going to expect out of you this season to kind of help balance the defense with the offense. Now you got your new rook in there, and he's got expectations. You kind of got to help him live up to them expectations. So, also, another thing though, if he can't live up to them expectations, they're going to be looking at your ass.
Oh, yeah.
So you got pressure on you too. But pressure is either gonna make it diamonds or they gonna bust pipes. So you gonna have to determine that on your own. Well, not on your own, but you know, once the season starts.
Yeah, man. Do you think? Say Collar don't pull out right? Don't perform. Do you think they'll probably start searching for a quarterback?
Yeah, because you gave him plenty of time at this point. I mean, if you give the guy any more time, then you just wasting time at that point. You don't have that much to waste. Y'all been ass for a little while now, you know. So
yeah, he only has 2 winnings. He only has 2 winning seasons in 5 years. They went 3-8. 3-5 last year, 3-8, 22. They went 9-5 in 2021. Actually, no. Okay, I think he missed a game. He missed 2 games, so they probably went. I think they went probably like 11-6.
21, yeah, he missed 2.
They went 8-8 in 2020. They went 5-10-1 in his rookie year.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I can say about them, well, about him is he's not really throwing that many picks in the season. I mean. Even his rookie season, he threw 12.
Yeah, 10, 7, and 5. Yeah, I mean, that's not 12 is not bad.
Yeah. So, his best season so far is looking like that 2020 season. He just got to get his durability together, man. You know?
Yeah.
Be healthy.
Like, you haven't, since you've been in the league, you haven't had a healthy season at all since you've been in the league.
Besides 20. Well,
no.
Rookie season and 2020. He played 16.
Oh, wait, was that? Okay, they remember the next year.
Mm-hmm.
That was a 20.
He missed 2 in 2021.
Oh, so when did they add the extra game? Was it 2020?
That was in 22?
No, it's been one more. It's been one more. So it might be 21. I think it's 21 when they added that extra game and the extra team in the playoffs.
Hold on.
I think it's been 3. I think it's getting ready to be 4 years now.
I'm gonna confirm really quick.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
They voted to March 2021, beginning with the 2021 season.
Yeah, it's getting, yeah. So yeah, I figured that, yeah. Yep, yep.
The season he played 14, he was supposed to play 17.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, man, since he's been in the league, he hasn't really been able to fucking stay. I mean, besides his rookie year, but
in the second one,
you know,
it first 2.
So you got my guy. He got not my guy, but bro, like you gotta stay out there, bro. Yeah. Like you can't be you getting paid what 45 years something around like that, and you're not on the field. Like, come on, Deshaun Watson Jr. Like get your shit together. Not really though, but you gotta be on that field, man. These guys rely on you. You still young, bro. Like he's not even that much older than us. Like what, 27?
I think he
26?
is 27.
Yeah, like come on, bro. Like
he just had a birthday on the 7th.
Oh fucking who cares?
Happy belated, Kyler.
Yeah, fuck you. You look like a damn look like a little child running around with a damn football.
On some serious shit. He really does though, cause like he
just Shit.
The motherfucker's so fast, man.
Yeah. I think he's quick. I think he's quick though. I don't think he's fast. I think Lamar is fast.
Both.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
The dude ain't up but 5'9".
Yeah, that's tough to say for a quarterback in the league. I mean, he just gotta get his shit together for this season. I think they'll be pretty decent. You know, probably win about 5 games.
Yeah, let's talk about that. So week 1 at Bills, week 2 Rams, week 3 Detroit, week 4 Washington, week 5 at Niners, week 6 at Green Bay, week 7 the Chargers, week 8 at Miami, week 9 Chicago, week 10 the Jets, week 11 is a bye, week 12 at Seattle, week 13 at the Vikings, week 14 Seattle, week 15 New England, week 16 at Carolina, week 16 at the Rams, and week 18 the Niners. Yeah, I can get him sick. I can get about 5 to 6 games, bro.
It wasn't funny, but it's like, damn.
It'll probably beat Seattle. I think they'll split with Seattle. New England will be a dub. I think Carolina might be a dub.
They know they had to put Carolina in there to try to give them something. I don't know now. Them and Carolina might be a little duel. A little battle rap.
I think y'all will be a matchup too.
Yeah, Washington. we barely beat them. Well, we won last season, but it was tough.
So no, they'll probably win this year.
No. No.
I think with Collar, the type of player that Collar is, I get them like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
They'll definitely have like a top 10 pick next year.
For sure. They better if they value their organization, or unless they turn it up this season and shot the hell out of everybody, which I doubt, but we'll see. I mean, I feel like their wins are going to be gapped the fuck apart.
Yeah, for sure. They'll win 1 and lose 3, and win 1 and lose 2, and win 1, and yeah. Mine's
going to be fucked up. This going to take... Man, this is just a season for y'all, man. Just figure out what works.
Honestly, true. I think they probably give Collar 2 more years, bro. This year and then after next year. If they don't figure it out, then they'll probably cut it. Like, all right, bro, like cut it loose. Get it. They probably cut him before he turns 30.
Damn. Or trade him.
Yeah. But he ain't worth shit though. He ain't worth the shit to trade for. You might as well just let him. You might as well just go. Let him go in the free agency.
Yeah, I mean,
I would if I was GM. Shit, 2 more years. Yeah, I think he only got 2 more years left in his contract. That would check.
I'm looking at these niggas wide receiver core. They actually got some decent guys. Zay Jones is decent. Zach Pascal, he's quality.
Yeah, Zay Jones is good. It's good to have.
Chris Moore.
So yeah, he'll be a free agent in 2027. So we got this year. Yeah, they're probably yeah. He ain't Oh wait, no, I'm lying. No, right? This is 2028. He could potentially get out in 2020. Yeah.
Wilson and Dortch. Wow.
So damn. So it's crazy. So his contract actually don't hit. That contract he signed don't hit to this year. So he's on contract till 2028. So he's getting $49 million starting this year.
Whoa.
A year.
He better turn it the fuck up.
Next year is 45. 2026 he's getting 55, and then 2027 he's getting 43. And then if he wants to come back at age 31, he will get 46. It will be the cap hit, yeah.
You said by 2027 he's getting how much?
2026 he's getting 55.
26. He'll be gone by then if he don't get his shit together.
Yes.
Or cut or restructure.
They'll probably trade him. Yeah.
Who's gonna pick up that contract? We don't know yet.
Shit.
But it depends upon how the market is.
Cleveland. They picking up everybody else's fucking contracts.
Boy, I ain't even gonna start on Cleveland. They had some hot ass, man. No Diddy. They had some shit going on. I don't know what the fuck was going on with their system. It's just shit
They
ball.
all fucked up over there.
Yeah, shit ball. We gonna see if it's any better this season with the starter.
Yeah, what? Yeah, see how fucking bum ass Deshaun Watson would be. Any final thoughts on the Cardinals or the NFC West?
As far as Cardinals, they gonna get some more tough dubs against some good teams this season. At least one or two against a playoff team. I feel like. Who? Can't tell you right now, but they will get at least one or two playoff team dubs. As far as the division, 49ers gonna take that motherfucker.
Guys too.
Rams, they gonna be right behind them. Not too far.
I believe that too as well.
Yeah. But Seattle, we gonna see with Seattle, man. It's gonna depend on that line.
Oh yeah.
You know?
I think so too, yeah. And then tomorrow defensively, right? Or offensively.
Well, both.
Yeah, that defense can hold up and the offense can score some little bit of points and that offense can be if they could be a top 15 offense. And then the defense can be top 15. I think they can sneak in the playoffs probably.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. With that being said, next week it's the last division we got, the NFC East. I'm gonna let you lead on that, man. That's your division.
Yeah.
So you gonna take lead on that. Tell these boys about that division, man. I got some shit I gotta say, but this is your division and. I love to see your thoughts on this because it's gonna be real interesting. And then the week after that, we're gonna do our preseason, postseason, all that. So like stand-ins and Super Bowls and predictions. And then the week of week one, that Thursday, when Kansas City and Baltimore is playing. So we'll try to hurry up and record early so we can catch that. We'll do go back week one predictions. What's our favorite? I think about what's our favorite headlines going to the season and all that. So I think about that when the time comes. So yeah, I'm looking forward for the season, man. It's gonna be very interesting. Very interesting.
Aiyuk, sit your ass down. That's my advice.
Yeah, man. Just come back to the Niners, bro. Just come back to the Niners. Just make it easy. Just make it easy to where you can just come back and get some dubs, man. At the end of the day, it's gonna worth something, man. It's gonna worth something at the end of the day.
And if you get a ring,
it's gonna be
stay for a reason.
Stay for a reason for sure. That's the end of episode 107, man. I'm your boy Trez.
J Ferg.
And your boys is out.